Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barrett. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. And for New York, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock. And it's Noel in at the 5. And here we are. Opening night. Brent, do you have any special memories from an opening night you played in?
Oh, Kevin, you're bringing me back now. October 31st, Halloween, 1997. I remember playing against the Phoenix Suns. We lost the games. Clippers went down in flames. But man, oh man, I'll never forget stepping on that court for the first time.
Now, here's Brown. This is it to Aldridge. Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Barrett. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. Payton outside. Back to Barrett. Here's Randall. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. I asked him what his main focus will be to try and slow down Kyrie Irving's production. Coach told me with Kyrie, you can't give him space to create, ever. So we'll send some doubles and make sure we don't let him get comfortable. Well, that's as good an approach as any, I suppose. Guys?
Thank you, David. That one goes. Count it.
Well, the hustle from RJ on the offensive end was tremendous.
Payton against Irving. Here's Durant. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the line for him here. Good from Durant.
With the amount of pressure Durant puts on his opponents, it's typical to see him among the leaders in free throw attempts.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
The pass to Bullock. Feeds it to Randall. Over Harris. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Payton, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Payton outside, pass to Barrett. They get it back, and Durant sends it back.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now, here's Barrett. 5 on the clock. Randall down low. He's covered by Brown. Randall no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
He gets that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 9-point game. Barrett the pass to Payton. Looking to end the run, and he sinks the layup.
Peyton being aggressive, a mindset that the coaches have encouraged with him. Stay aggressive out there.
The Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside, KD. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And remember, in the early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Brown, good.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go to get back on track.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Green comes in for Joe Harris. Here's Rose. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game, distribution.
Pass to Irving. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Nets leading by 5. Irving looking for an opening. Here's KD, and he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Rose kicks to Burks. Fires for 3, and Jordan sends it back.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
4 on the clock. Here's Rose. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
KD, that was huge!
There's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Knicks trail by 7. Here's Rose. Last time out, he had 14 points. There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Count that bucket. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Passes to KD. 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Rose against Irving. Rose scanning the floor. Rose with another miss. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Knicks trail by 7. You've got Knox. Also Toppin's out there. Rose is out there with Alec Burks. That's the 5 for New York right now. For the 3, it's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. From the baseline. He can't get it to go. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Looking ahead to their next one, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. In the corner, Irving with it. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
And it's Rose penetrating. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Rose against Irving. KD on the wing. And Durant gets double teamed. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Rose. He's got 8. Now here's Burks. Shoots over Griffin. Burks can't get it to go. And here is Irving. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Minnesota. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Misses the 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
And here's Irving. Following the 3 from Alec Burks. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Brown. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Brown's got 6.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Here's Payton. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers. To the paint. Here's Randall. Misses from short range.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Harris kicks to Irving. Shoots over Bullock. Irving misses. Knicks trail by 10. Payton surveying the floor. Barrett with the ball. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. Harris drives in. Over Payton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Lakers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Free throw good. Bullock. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. He's perfect from the line this time. Brooklyn leading by 8. Brown outside. Back to Irving, over Payton, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to Minnesota. Payton dishes to Barrett. Back to Payton. For 3, Bullock connects from three-point range. Bullock's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
Here's Jordan. Randall grabs the board.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Irving against Barrett. And it's blocked.
Man, those signs right there, RJ being that alert on defense. Man, he could be good on that side of the ball.
Yeah, it's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Randall. Harris outside. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the D cannot handle DJ right now. A gigantic guy on the inside who's going to get those calls most of the time.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
No good on that.
Well, there is continuous energy in DeAndre Jordan's play, really hustling on both ends and influencing those plays with that activity.
Alec Burks checked in for New York. Rose comes in for Payton. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Durant's checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws. Knicks trail by 5. Rose passes to Randall. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square, and DJ's going to throw it in.
Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got 10. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Rose against Irving. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots over Burks. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. He's got 15.
Well, elite scoring ability of Kevin Durant. When he's in a groove like this, every opportunity when he has the ball feels like a good one.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn ahead, up 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. So it's going to come down to defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 15 points, 2 block shots, and 2 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, we're watching KD take control of this game. We know his offensive IQ is off the charts. And then you add the versatility, that makes him absolutely lethal.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, it's been a big night for the guys off the bench so far. The scoring has given them a real spark. I think we can expect a few more minutes for the reserves than usual tonight.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. 3rd quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Aldridge in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Irving. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the off-season honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Now here's Noel for 3. Barrett. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Harris dishes to Irving. Back to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Barrett. The pass to Randall.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
The Knicks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That free throw good from Randall.
7th pick in the 2014 NBA draft. The interesting thing about Randall is he falls into that category as a tweener. Maybe not a 3-man or a 4-man, but over the course of his career, he's decided to improve his outside shooting, become a threat driving to the basket, and now finding a home offensively in the NBA. You wonder how much further he can go if he could expand to the 3-point line. Julius Randle's going to be in this league for a long time.
The feed now to Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Brown's got 8 points. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? And the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps. And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
That free throw good from Randle. And New York making a change here. All free throws good from Randle. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
You got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And taking a look now at stats for Kyrie Irving. Great showing for him last season. Last season, 27 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he's in the game. A great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Randle. 6 points for him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
KNICKS, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And the Nets making a change here as well. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. Durant, the pass to Claxton. Back to KD. They get the rebound. And he banks in the layup. Aldridge has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Quickly, he's covered by Irving. Banked in off the glass. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Irving passes to Aldridge. To the middle. Here's KD.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
Now Barrett. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Brown feeling out a bit. Inside. It's stolen. Pass to Knox. And Durant sends it back. To the inside. Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
for New York. Noel's checked in for Kevin Knox. Burks comes in for Barrett. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Reggie Bull. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Now, here's Toppin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A rebound by the Nets.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now, here's Burks. 5 points in the game.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Knicks have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. The first one falls.
Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. All free throws good from Noel. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Outside Griffin. Down low. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Here's KD. Knicks with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Burks. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Irving passes to KD. Back to Irving. Lets it go with a 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Now, it's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
Rose against Griffin. Rose, good. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
One made 3 for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. So here's Burks. He has 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jordan sends it back. Hands her the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Here's Peyton. New York, no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits to make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there. And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Derrick Rose is out there with Peyton. Then there's Alec Burks. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Randall in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the rejection by Noel. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Peyton.
Peyton seems to have a knack for getting to the right spot, and this time predicted it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
It's checked in for New York. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Well, Kevin Durant, over the past couple seasons, has been in the top 5 of the best mid-range shooters in the league.
And Noel kicks to Rose. Pulls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
High post, KD. Dishes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Man, there are not many times where DJ does not just rip that rim down.
Rose against KD. Over Durant. Here's Randall. And it's off from three-point range. Brooklyn leading by 13. Durant the pass to Irving. Irving double team. Green left side. Barrett against Harris. Shot clock at 5. Sinks that one from the post.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Julius Randle picks one up. And the first one drops. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Durant. And Harris drops them both. Now here's Peyton. To Barrett from past the arc. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving with it. Now guarded by Noel. And the Nets miss again. Knicks trail by 17. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game. Now in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the Slam Dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we all like to see it.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Green is checked in for Jordan. New York calls timeout. Present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Knicks trail by 15. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bullock kicks to Payton. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Noel's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Irving against Payton. Irving kicks to Aldridge. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Live from your Knicks, Noel. At the line for 2. That's good from Noel. The Knicks making a switch here. Rose is checked in. No good on the second free throw.
The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. from Brown. Knicks trail by 15. And here's Rose. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Passes it to Irving. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jeff Green picks one up.
Well, he goes in there, and you're worried about getting bumped if you're a defender by Julius Randle, not the other way around. So physical.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Randle. All free throws good from Randle. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shannon with it. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Now Burks. Pass to Gibson. So here's Burks. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.